Hey Snyder Stallions, it's Mrs. Prim here with my helper Davis Prim. We are today going to be looking at this I can statement. I can explain that the more times you divide an object, the smaller the fractional parts will become. Do we know another word for divide that we use for fractions, Davis?
Partition.
Partition, absolutely, great job. Okay, so we're going to look at these fraction models here. So it says, look at the two fraction models. And it says, which fraction model has smaller pieces? But before we do that, well, no, let's look at that. Which fraction model has smaller pieces, Davis? Which one? Can you point to it again? I didn't see. Okay, so Davis pointed to this one. So if you're at home with your parents, you can kind of give them a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you agree or disagree. Now, then it says, explain how you know. How do you know that one has smaller pieces?
The blue one is like this.
Okay, so the bigger one is
blue.
The bigger one is blue. He said, I don't think you all could see what he did. He said the bigger one is like this, and then the smaller one is it's just smaller. You can look at
this.
So basically, what you're saying is you can look at the pieces.
And that the B stands for B.
Okay, in this case, it might. Okay, so let's look at how many pieces there are. Okay, how many pieces are there in this first model? How many parts? There's 8 parts. So A, they're split into eighths, right? There's 8 parts, and they are eighths. And B, how many parts are there in B? 6, right? So that is sixths, which we don't really look at too much, but there's 6 parts. So the more parts there are, the smaller the parts get. Okay, we're going to do one more. One more. All right, here's another fraction models. We have A and B. Which fraction model has smaller pieces? Which one? A or B?
A.
A. And how do you know?
These are way bigger.
This one's way bigger? Okay. So if we're splitting up a piece of cake and it's just me and you sharing a cake, we're going to get kind of a big piece, right? But what if we have to split it with your siblings and then with one friend? Are we going to get as big of a piece? No. So A, how many parts are there?
6.
There's 6, and that's sixths. And if we were in 3rd grade, it would look like this. But what we do in 2nd grade is we just write 1/6, and B.
2.
You're right. There's 2 parts. What do we call it when it's halves? Okay, so halves. And in 2nd grade, it would be 1/2, 1/2. And in 2nd grade, we do 1/2. So as the bottom number gets bigger, the number of parts, as the number of parts increases, the size of the parts decreases. All right, we'll see you back here again tomorrow for your next lesson.